Okay. Okay. I think we might be. Potentially. We could be. We're live there. That confirms I have an internet connection. Discord is loaded at last.
Ah.
And it's let me join! Oh,
join.
that was stressful.
That was butt clenching, wasn't it?
You now sound alright.
So, couple things I learned just before the stream, and we're going to go on a bit of a tangent here. I was still downloading. I paused everything on Steam. It turns out my Xbox app was downloading. So even after I stopped all that, did a speed test, and I was getting like 5 down, 1 up. And I'm like, that ain't right. So I reboot the router. I'm like, this will take a few minutes. It's fine.
Yeah, routers take a long time to reboot now, I've noticed.
So
because you're on Virgin, right? You're on Virgin Media, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I've noticed for some reason when I reboot mine as well, it takes longer than 30 seconds now.
I mean, I'm used to it taking a few minutes, which was fine. So it gets to 627. And I see the little symbol. You know the symbol, like the not connected symbol, and it turned to Ethernet. I was like, sick. I have connection. And all my apps, all like my Xbox app, my Steam, my everything, they show me as connected. I'm like, right, we're good to go. I open up Discord. I can't join the chat. And I'm like, that's weird. And then I get notifications on my screen. You're offline. I'm like, but I'm not. Anyway, that happens 2 more times. 2 more. And then, but now I'm here.
Yeah, to be fair, you're only 1 minute late, and that's probably like, only by like 30 seconds.
No.
I mean, he was super late on Wednesday.
Yeah, he never turned up.
Like, we're still waiting for him to turn up on Wednesday.
Yeah, well, technically...
Yeah, I was. I was sitting in the chat thinking, just in case. But no, I was left alone. Like a sad puppy left in the box outside in the rain.
I messaged saying that I was just leaving London, which was basically me saying I've just left London at like, what, 6:30?
Yeah?
Yeah.
How long does it normally take you to get back? An hour?
2 hours.
2 hours?
Yes.
That's a long commute.
Yes. That's why
what London is, you idiot.
That's why when I that was my subtle way of saying leaving now, ergo vis-a-vis, stream no happen.
You could have just said the stream's not going to happen in today, as I've just left London.
Well, I kind of worked it out by the fact that when he said he's just left London at like that time, I was like 2.5, probably 2.5 hours to get home.
And it was a slow train as well. You know the London train that stops at every station?
Oh
yeah.
Shit.
Oh, yeah. The one that's got everyone on it. Oh.
Basically, the Super Smash Brothers Ultimate of the trains.
Yeah, so...
Every station is here!
The train that I get going to London is Greatly, right? The one that I get going to London stops at 3 stations. It takes 40 minutes. It's amazing. The one back... That's about 1 hour and 10.
Bastard thing.
Yeah, it sucks. But it is what it is.
You can get to work early.
But you can't leave home. Yeah.
I'm like, that's a bad deal.
To be fair, though, sometimes I don't mind. Because sometimes, like, when I either sometimes leave the office early and work on the train, which is fine, or if we're like going out after work, going for like dinner and stuff, which we did on Thursday, which I will talk about later in this stream, because your boy's palate is expanding, and I had something for the first time on Thursday, and I will. I'm here to talk about
wasn't
that.
It? It's official.
There were vegetables involved in a tiny capacity.
Bullshit!
Yes.
No, I made that up. That was a bit.
No,
you're lying.
In a small
liar.
We'll get to it. We'll get to it. But. First and foremost,
Anakin Skywalker, liar!
Liar! We'll get to it.
I see through the lies of the Jedi.
You're with him now!
Just play the Lord Vader EDM remix.
You manslut!
So, anyway, welcome back to Motorsport Manager. I hope you're all doing well. This is officially, like, after this race, we're going to be halfway through. We're only going to do 1 race this stream. It's going to be a bit more laid back, relaxed, bit chill. Last time out was the British Grand Prix, where Lewis Hamilton brought home 6 points. Not his best result of the season, but still 6 solid points. He's 20th in the championship, ahead of a Red Bull.
Nice.
and ahead of a Ferrari, and ahead of a Mercedes, I think that proves that Hamilton is outperforming the car. And the other guys are doing terrible in their cars. And we are 9th in the championship, only 4 points behind Alfa Romeo, but we are 12 points ahead of Toyota, which is the team we need to beat. Now, before we get into anything too much, we're building a rear wing, which we started last stream. And I was talking briefly with Lee just before the stream, in that we potentially can look to...
You said discussing. You were discussing. I just heard. Oh, beep 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 boop, beep beep.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, you heard it.
Insert R2D2 noises here.
R2D2 beeping. So what I was saying, and hopefully now you can actually hear me, is that we've got Carl, who's got 6 months left, and we've got Leno, who has 6 months left.
Mm-hmm.
Are we thinking we renew, or are we thinking that we replace?
I think let's have a poke around, see if there is anyone better. But if not, then we'll renew.
I mean, they're pretty good engineers for what we have, considering.
Yeah, we ain't got to worry about.
We're not exactly. I'd say we're a 4.5 star team.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to be straight up now.
James, I'm not worried about
maybe
James.
3-star.
James, we've got till the end of next season. It's these two that are at the end. Carl,
the designer.
Carl and Lena.
Maybe see if they can get
a new designer, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
A 5-star designer is at Bugatti in F2.
Interesting.
What do they give? Wow, only 2 extra parts. Yeah. No, that's not worth it.
That's not 5-star.
They're only 5-star because of their stats. That's the only reason they're 5-star.
Yeah, but the knowing components, that's kind of like the bonus, don't you?
You want the components, really.
I mean, yeah, you can get a good gearbox and a good front wing.
Yeah, I'd make the argument that you would want both.
There's a...
What about contracts ending? Hold on, what we got?
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Look at the contracts ending.
So, that's what I was thinking.
Sandra Leventi.
He's only got good...
That's a terrible engine.
Yeah, that's bad.
That's terrible. Who's he with?
He is with Mercedes AMG in the GT category.
Right, okay. I was going to say, if he's from Mercedes F1, they've dropped.
Yeah, no, he's Team AMG. We could steal the lead designer of Brawn. Wait! We favoured this guy, Ken Obi! We want Kenobi!
My
of course we do.
We could get Kenobi!
What's his stats? Let's have a look.
What is his stats?
Hey, what's that green? What's his components? What are we looking
he's
at?
got reliability minus performance.
Oh, that's horrible! No, that's terrible!
No, hold on. That's if we choose as the known component. Chill your beans.
Yeah, but that's a terrible component.
Yeah, but we're not always going to pick it, are we?
To be fair, that's only the average one.
Yeah, but in general, that is a terrible component. Like, that's...
It is an average. It is an average one.
Yeah, and we're probably not going to use it. We use this one a lot. Our current lead designer's got this one.
Build time, yeah.
Risk level -1. That could be good. -1. That could be very good.
Yeah.
And plus 5 reliability for each. That could be really good as well.
That's really good. That is.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's got one terrible one, but the others seem decently.
The others seem very good.
I've never seen that one before. That's why it got to me. I was like, wow, that's...
And sure, his
for a
gearbox...
continuous minus performance, which you can't improve on.
Yeah. I mean, his gearbox isn't the greatest, but the others have seemed decent.
We have got him favoured, so potentially we could negotiate with Kenobi at some point.
Better for Ant.
She had a good stat on her gearbox. What was that?
21. 21 on engine.
And 23 on engine. Oh, that'd be great.
What are the components? Plus reliability for each good component, plus 40. So her known components aren't too good?
All her known components are reliability.
If you get the reliability, that's alright. If you want to get something quick. Okay. That would be good if you're designing an engine to get it up and running quick.
I'm with you. So we've actually got these favoured. And by the look of it, their contracts end at the end of it. So we could try and start negotiating with Well, not now, but near the end of the year, we could go for one of these two. It's just figuring
You've
out.
just been favouring people with their names. Because
No.
I've just seen the one at the bottom.
What, Willy Krebs?
Didn't you?
I also favoured James Allison and Adrian Newey from Mercedes and Red Bull because reasons.
But here's the thing: the reason you favoured them, they're actually really good. Why Willy? Why did you favourite Willy?
Because
was it
he's
because
German.
you giggled?
He's German. He's called
that's
Willy, and he's he's got.
Well, he does have some decent components.
Listen, he's a German called Willy.
You've
It made
got
me
no
laugh.
excuse. That's the only reason you chose it. That was the only reason. I know it was the. As soon as I saw it, I was just like,
God damn it, Simon.
Lee's on to me. Yeah, Lee knows my game.
Wasn't there like, who was it? That was something Good Curry or something. I always laugh when I see his name, but it was a racer.
Jihad Burger.
No,
Gerhard Berger.
no, it wasn't that. It was.
I know who you mean.
Something Dan Curry or something.
I know exactly who you're referencing.
The Curry Man, you say?
The Curry
it was
Man.
a Curry Man.
Curry Man.
With his friend Shark Boy.
Yeah.
Oh, Shell, yeah. Right, anyway, I am... This rule will benefit progressive teams. Weight stripping. They can strip parts down to increase their performance, but it comes at the cost of reliability.
It's interesting.
I look at all these. I look at all these team bosses, and then I see us.
Let's be honest. We're not the most
Hideous.
No, award for best looking team boss. It's either us or this chap right here for Toyota. He's the happiest man. Look at that smile. You got Christian Horner's death stare, and then you got the Toyota boss over here having the time of his life.
Little chip.
So I'm gonna go down, but I'm gonna vote for.
All right.
I'm for this just because it's different.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Good job, Andreas Seidel. Good. Cyril Abitable. Nope. Okay. Yep. Simon Roberts is against it. Okay. Cool. Franz Tost. Okay. Good. No. Yep. Oh yeah. Oh no. Come on, Claire. Damn it. Also, did that say Claire Williams was the boss of Arrows?
Possibly.
That's...
No, go check it.
That's hilarious. Claire Williams, Arrows.
I guess she lost her job at Williams, I assume.
Yeah, and then Simon Roberts must have taken it over, and to be fair. Well, I was going to say he's doing good, but he's at risk. Even though they're 6th in the championship.
Let's have a look. Let's see what jobs
well,
are available. I love looking at this. I love looking. You could take over Aston Martin.
And work for the ultimate bad guy in all of racing. Lawrence Stroll.
I thought you were going to go Vettel then. I was like, Jesus.
No, Vettel is a gem. No, it's Lawrence Stroll. He's the most terrifying man. I mean, look at... That's a Bond villain. He's already fired his own son as well.
Do you expect me to race? No, I expect you to die. Fuck, why did I just give Sean Connery's voice to both of these people I voiced? You expect me to race? No, I expect me to die. Oh.
I expect me to die. Oh, wait, hold on. Amber Balkian has had a fight on social media.
Okay.
Oh, no.
With us or with someone?
I
love it how teammate morale has gone up.
Bastard. This
But everything else
arsehole
goes down.
cut.
Like,
Okay.
seriously.
Meanwhile, with F3,
Dennis Howell wins by a lap
with Porsche.
with Peugeot.
Peugeot. Why the fuck did I say Porsche?
I don't know. P.
I was looking at Peugeot and I said it was Porsche. I was like, fuck, have I just regressed? Have I
We got
turned
any of
into
our new headquarter buildings yet? I feel like it's been
travelling
forever.
fool?
Yeah, we did.
Show him.
Yeah, we got our test track. See?
Test track.
See,
Behold!
see? Look at our test track.
So we can test our engines.
And we got our telemetry center as well.
So we can actually test our gearbox. Sorry. I nearly said
Wait,
the
what?
last
The
one.
engine? Hang on, wait. The engine we can get orange components then?
Apparently so.
We've only upgraded it once. Why shouldn't it be?
I believe that we shouldn't look at the gift horse in the mouth.
There's something wrong there. That's not right.
No, it's
Yeah,
perfectly
don't
fine.
look at the gift horse. Don't look at the gift horse.
It's a mod, and if it's a mod, we just accept that it's
That
fine.
is
feel
part
like
of
this
the
is-
mod.
This is like my you know when I was able to put both components on one car.
Oh yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
kind of like that. Your game has done something similar to that.
Maybe. But meanwhile, in F2, Bugatti is one.
Yeah, Bugatti and Colton Herta is dominating,
Yep, and they got the third place as well.
and David Schumacher is down, failing miserably. Good, good. That's
Oh,
what we like.
Pity. What?
We still hold that grudge
Pity.
5 years later. All right. Oh, hold on now.
the bigger picture.
Wait, hold on. Let's read about this.
That's
Looking
one.
to teams a bit and most of the technical expertise. Charles Leclerc, the bigger picture. Well, I don't want to lose marketability, so that, like, you know, that sounds bad as well. We rarely speak one-to-one, but I want to read this. But from the little time we spent together, I can already tell you're a decent, well-intended manager. We have done a sensational job at fooling the FIA president, gentlemen. The press are spreading some vicious, nonsensical rumours that the GMA are running something called an offshore slush fund. Obviously, it's pure nonsense, but I would greatly appreciate some public support against these claims. Having me as a friend in the boardroom could do you wonders for your career. So we lose 10 marketability for 1 extra vote. That sounds terrible.
I mean, you said this before when we were using markability, but then we regained it very quickly.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
What
Our
votes
team
have we
mark-
got coming up?
what votes?
There's
have
an
we got?
idea. Why don't we see what votes we've got
Longer
coming up?
races
That sounds terrible.
and standard merit payments.
That sounds.
Better.
I don't know. I guess.
There's a
for us
smaller
right now.
difference between the winners of the championship and the losers of the championship. Because right now I think it's on very high.
Oh yeah.
And we didn't get
So,
the vote
the
stripping. I would
voting-
have liked to see how that works.
It's Grosjean letting us down for the marketability.
Yeah.
Mm.
And honestly, I
I mean, I
remember
think we
when
can
it
get our
said that
team
Hamilton.
markability up. We can do that.
Remember when it said that Hamilton's marketability was already at 100? It said it was going to take a hit for something that we did.
That's
we did it
true.
anyway, and it
That's
stayed at 100
true.
because it only goes up to 100%.
And it
I'm
is our
willing to
team
bet it was at
marketability.
something along the lines of 200%.
Yeah, we can get that up. We can. Team markability is easy to get up.
If it was Grosjean's marketability, then I'd suggest not taking the hit there. But because it's team marketability, which we can get up fairly easily,
I mean, we've got good
agree.
sponsors at the moment.
Yeah.
I don't think -10 is going to hit us to where we will get 3-star
This
sponsors.
is true. And
Yeah.
also, at the end of the day, I hate the press, and they're all liars at the end of the day anyway, so
Yeah, fake news, fake news.
absolutely.
if it's not fake news, then it's depressing news.
Now, before we go absolutely mental...
Too late.
Well, yeah, we're not going to fit the rear wing.
Okay.
We're gonna... The gearbox is good to go for the race, though.
Here's hoping someone pinches one of our crappy components, thinking it's an upgrade, and then pits 200 times during the race. Because that amused me. That greatly amused me.
Right, we'll leave that right there. So the gearbox can be used. It's nowhere near its maximum potential, but it's a damn sight better than what we've currently got. So, did we want to? We've got just shy of 15 million right now. Our cost per race is dwindling. Like, it's
Yeah.
dropping. Did we want to design another new part, or do we want to start saving our money?
We probably should start saving up money now. How many races are left?
8 races. 9 if you include this one.
We could
One,
probably
two.
design one more part, I reckon.
Yeah. Or 2 really cheap parts, but
Mm.
1 to be definite.
So we did the rear wing. Have you got your sheet of doom?
Cheat sheet.
Heat of Doom.
The sheet of doom, yes.
I call it a
My
cheat
Google-
sheet.
I've got it in my Google documents. Hang on.
Your Google documents of doom.
I've got so many stuff, so much stuff on this goddamn thing.
Yeah. I've got quite a lot of half-written fan fictions from when I was in my fan fiction phase.
I don't really have too many Google Docs. I've got a lot of spreadsheets. I do
I've
enjoy
still got
a
the 0
spreadsheet.
1, Simon.
Oh, the 0 1.
One.
I was thinking about that earlier. You know, I was
Here's
legitimately
the thing.
thinking about IPW.
I'm willing to redo it on Journey.
I agree. Let's redo
You
it.
could probably
Let's...
do that because I don't know if you saw the latest update came out
Oh, has it?
to create, so you can create your own company
Ooh.
from someone a scenario someone's already created.
Okay, I like it. Let's do that.
Okay. What did we design?
We just did a rear wing.
Rear wing. Okay. That was a 10. Next one down is a front wing then, which is an 8.
What was the part? Sorry.
The front wing.
The front wing. Cool. Also, apologies for not noticing you earlier, Bold Sir Rob. My YouTube chat had decided to crash. I've just refreshed my page and I see you there. Thank you for stopping by, as always. Right, it's a front wing. Okay, so we want as much performance as possible, right? That's gonna be.
Yeah.
Wait. So that gets us 512. That gets us 517. So let's go for the 517, I think. And it'll be slightly cheaper as well, I think. It will be slightly cheaper. Bam! Let's do that. Boom! Okay, right. What are they saying about the race? Where's the upcoming report? Okay. 57 lap race. Alfa Romeo are apparently have excellent front wings. Good. This is our first time racing in Munich as well. Actually, I think I mentioned that last time. Yes, absolutely. Tire selection. Here we go. Chuck these on. Part fitting. Right, let's fit some parts. Right, Lewis, you're gonna get the new gearbox, friend.
Oh yeah.
That means Grosjean, you get a slight upgrade in your gearbox. Our parts are wearing, like these engines are starting to wear out a bit. The rear wing has 0% reliability, so we need to work on that for the next race. Right, cool. Hamilton's overall feeling towards the car is, yep, it's a bit broken, but sometimes it do be like that. Alright, lovely. So let's continue. Have we fit the gearbox? Yes, apparently the gearbox has gone onto both cars, so apparently my game is super bugged. The engine is apparently on both cars as well. Sure, why not?
Working.
Let's go. Oh, apparently it's going to be a monsoon in practice.
Oh boy. There'll be something interesting to see.
It'll be like the Belgian Grand Prix. It'll be a complete washout.
Yay.
The German Grand Prix. Do we have anything German about our team? What engines are we running? Are we using Mercedes engines? I think most of our team is truly British, apart from Grosjean, who's French. Our lead designer is Swedish. It's a very wet German Grand Prix. We'll make it hard to get dry tire experience. Yeah. Although it's only damp to start with, so we'll at least have intermediates. Let's crank up a bit here. Let's leave that there. Let's try that because that will do nicely. Grosjean, you want more downforce, so let's do that. Do that. Do that. Cool. Lovely. Go. Take practice, you numpties. Let's get out. Let's just go out and get our race trim. Let's mix things up. Let's get that race trim first, because we next to never do that. All right, and we'll actually pay attention to what they say and what they're gonna want. So, gentlemen, the time has come for me to mention about dinner last night and the thing that I had for the first time in my life. I had sushi, and I really enjoyed it, and I'm surprised I really enjoyed it because I'm not the biggest fish guy, but the sushi was really good.
Oh, you've had sushi.
Yep.
That's decent.
Sushi.
Well,
this was
I'd ask you what kind, but I never remember the actual names of the thing.
So I had some tuna and salmon sashimi.
Nice.
I had California rolls, which were which had a bit of seaweed, some rice, and the California rolls were shrimp, and it had some avocado in there. I remember that. They were good.
Is that the one with the fillings inside?
Yes.
The rice or
yeah.
outside?
Inside.
Oh yeah, inside. Sorry, I mean seaweed.
Had spicy tuna rolls. They were good. Had what else was there? There were a few other bits that I had, which I'm struggling to remember the names of. This place, so it was a chain restaurant called Stick and Sushi. So they also did different cuts of meat on sticks. Nice. No, I had scallops wrapped in bacon. They were really good. Had tempura scallops as well. They were tasty, and shrimp tempura.
Nice.
Also had my first ever experience of a small cut of Wagyu beef.
Oh.
The best way that I can explain it was it melted like butter and was just the richest tasting bit of beef I've ever had in my life.
I want it. I want it.
I don't think, I would never personally order it if I was paying for it, because these 3 little sticks
probably that
we got quid? Were £45 for the 3.
Oh, it's the way that the cows are treated over there. That's why it's so expensive, because it's like they do weird. It's all sorts of weird things to make the cows really fucking happy.
Specifically reared and fed specifically.
Yeah.
And it was served with the olive oil and salted char grilled peas, which is where the vegetables came into it, and they were also superb.
I do like peas, but I never thought about that. What you
Simon, we're officers.
We're officers?
In Galaxy of Heroes. They've made us officers.
We've been promoted.
Yeah, both of us.
Why have we been promoted?
I don't know.
I don't. Is it because there's?
How have you found out that we're officers?
We just got in the Discord.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, it's like you're in
Sorry,
Spanish,
Stream.
right?
This is like.
Yeah, we've been in this guild for a while. We've been in this guild for what, just over a year now?
Yeah, about that.
And
oh, my 2 boys going up in the ranks.
We've put the work in, you know. I'm 1 ultimate material away from SLKR, and it's like a coin flip if I do it or not. I either crush the battle or just get blitzed. There is no in between. Yeah.
Sif deals with absolute, Simon.
Oh god, don't, just don't. But yeah, I'm getting there. I'm very close to Obi-Wan, very close. I'm going to bring that back a little bit, and I'm also going to bring this back a bit. Let's try this with Grosjean. And let's send him out on the medium tyre. Because we might actually be able to get a tiny amount of dry tyre knowledge. Which will be very useful for the race, I think. Plus, Hamilton's got light-footed on mediums. I think the race is 53 laps, and Hamilton's apparently going to get a set of mediums to last quite a while. So, gentlemen, also, it's race week. There are 6 F1 races in the next 8 weeks.
Okay.
That's terrifying.
I'm probably going to miss this weekend's race because my sister is down, so I'm spending the day with her.
Well, to be fair, it is the US Grand Prix, so it's not actually off till 8 PM our time.
Oh, well, I'll probably catch that then, because I'm not staying around my sister's for, well...
It's like,
12 hours.
She's family. I love my sister, but geez, like, you know... It's...
Jeez, I can't deal with her for that long. Yeah. And... Yeah, so I'll probably catch the race then.
Yeah, practice 1 finished half an hour ago.
Oh.
But yeah, the US Grand Prix this weekend. And then it's followed up by Mexico, and it's followed up by Brazil. So 3 of my favourite races back to back to back. Oh. Nice. I am excited.
I take it they also are lights out at roughly 8 o'clock, give or take 5.
Some of them will be slightly different. I'm not too sure about Mexico. Brazil is normally either like 5 or 6 PM our time.
Okay. Yeah, because that's a bit closer to the Greenwich Mean Time.
Yeah, because the US Grand Prix is Austin, Texas, so it's slightly
right, so that's more... It's mid to east coast.
Yeah.
Mid to west, sorry.
Right, our race trim is coming up nicely. Dry weather continuing for a while, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep him out on this run in the dry weather to get the knowledge on the medium tyre.
Okay.
Well, then I feel like I should bring him in for knowledge on the soft, because we've got our race trim knowledge. All right, let's bring him in. Let's do something really weird. Bring him in, right, and then do qualifying knowledge, but do it on the mediums, because I think the mediums are going to be the better race tyre. As odd as that sounds. Right, Grosjean is in. Romain Grosjean's. Okay. So we just need to improve Grosjean's. This was good. So he wants more understeer. Maybe bring that back a bit and then bring that longer. Or can we...
So basically, I've just realised you've told us what you had for dinner.
This was yesterday, but yeah.
Oh right. What did you have for dinner today?
Clearly, he was listening.
I missed the yesterday part. I'm sorry.
Yesterday it was my sushi was yesterday. It was very enjoyable. But today I had a box of cereal.
A whole box?
Yeah.
Was it one of these little boxes you can get in hotels, or
it was, like
it
was a 300-gram box. So there's a story behind this one as well.
Did you eat the whole bowl?
Yeah, cardboard and all.
Jesus Christ.
I was going to suggest that.
You remember when you always complain about constipation? I think I've worked it out.
Yeah, no, I've realised how I can fix that. There are ways of fixing it. Yeah, so but plus you've also got to remember, like, I would eat cardboard. I would eat, you know, the receipts you get from like cash machines. You know where you get cash out and you get the receipt and it tells you remaining about. Yeah, I'd eat those.
Yeah, it was strange standing behind him at the ATM.
Or you just stand in line at the ATM. You just see a hole. But no, so there's a story behind this as well. So, you know, have you two either heard of the serial killer cafes?
Not a serial
Yes.
killer called cafes. I feel like I,
I
should
think
say.
I know which one you mean.
I've heard of it. Yes.
So-
it's a series of cafes called Serial Killer.
Correct, yes. So COVID hit them really hard. So much so they don't operate physical stores in London anymore. They're an online shop only. And I went to their web store and they were having a massive sale. So, your boy, with his big old cardboard box, bought some cereal.
Ate the box and left the cereal in his bin.
I'll show stream. Here you go, stream. I bought some cereal. There are 6 or 7 boxes in here of cereal. And in America, they have Kellogg's S'mores cereal.
Oh, these American cereals.
Yeah, so this was a graham cracker. So like graham
basi-
flavored this s'mores cereal.
Basically, solidified sugar.
Yeah, pretty much. But this s'mores cereal was like graham pieces or like graham cracker pieces, whatever, with chocolate flavour on them and little tiny marshmallows. But unlike Lucky Charms, where the marshmallows are crunchy, these were soft marshmallows.
Okay.
Real good.
Let's check it out.
Real good. It is about to chuck it down, but I really want to get level 3 knowledge on the mediums.
That's fine. Just keep going. We'll
Come
get there eventually.
on!
Uh-oh.
Get
So-
the knowledge!
So you had serial killer cereal.
Yeah, that was me for dinner. What about
Did-
you fine gentlemen? Let's revive the dinner segment.
Yes, Lee. What did you have?
Lasagna.
Oh, that is a nice one. Beef lasagna.
Wait, you hang on. Whoa. This is new to me. You can have other lasagnas.
Well, lasagna
Well-
is like the way that it's
I
made.
feel like it's always been
Yeah.
beef. I don't think
Yeah.
I've ever
Well,
had one.
a typical
with anything
lasagna.
else.
A typical lasagna is beef, yes, but lasagna is more
This
the
is
way that
blowing
it's
my mind
made.
again.
So you can have like turkey lasagna. You could have lamb lasagna if you wanted.
Yeah. Or if you were a heathen, you could have vegetable lasagna. But you know,
One day I'm gonna make fast food lasagna.
I'm just imagining you getting like popcorn chicken and just pouring it in this lasagna.
Yeah, and and instead of it being like that white sauce that you put in it, it'll be like gravy. You already know.
Anyway,
Anywho.
I had beef stroganoff.
Ah, so beef for the pair of you.
Yes.
I will call you the Beefy Boys.
So I'm one of the Bubble brothers. And
one
now
of
I'm
the
also a
Beefy
beef-
Boys.
A beefy Bubble boy brother. No, that makes no sense.
We're gonna have sub teams within Team Incompetent, and it will be hilarious because there's only 4 of us.
Yeah, it's great.
So there's the Bubble Butt Brothers. You 2 are the Beefy Boys.
Yeah, Bubble brothers is me and Chris. Beefy boys is me and Lee. So what are you and I, Simon?
This is a good question. What are we?
I don't think you've got a name yet, to my.
Not yet. I think we have to wait for a
We're gonna have to wait for
scenario that comes
something.
up.
Yeah, you got to wait for it. It's got to be like that's how it came from Bob Brothers.
And these
Yeah.
these need to
One
be
of those
on
moments.
these need to be
Yeah.
on stream. So like me and Lee,
But
we
in
got.
all fairness, Bubble Butt Brothers didn't have
What?
them at the stream.
Okay, so Lee, are we saying that we're Team Lemon then?
Well, I always thought of us as Team Extreme or Too Extreme.
This is true.
We've always been that. I feel like.
Oh, how's it going, P? Joined late? No, you're all good, dude. My chat was like dead for the first half an hour, so I missed like the first half hour of chat. Anyway, RE the engine upgrades. There's a bug where it gives you access to all 3 levels with only a level 1 test track. See, I told you it was the mod, Lee. When it's a mod, you don't question it. Thank you for the clarification, and I appreciate you catching up. So our quali knowledge is about to go to level 2. Our wet tire knowledge will be level 1 by the end of this.
Yep. Ooh, was that a bit of thunder I saw?
Yeah, this is the monsoon conditions that we're in. So, all right then. So you're you two are the beefy boys. Then you've got Chris and Mike are the Bubblebutt brothers. So what are me and Chris then?
Oh. Well, they both go to the gym a lot. No, I can't think of anything witty enough. Lee, I call upon your witty knowledge.
I don't know. I don't know at the moment. I have to think about it.
Because I
Is it
don't.
things-
You can't bestow a team name upon yourself.
No. Has to be someone else.
I don't feel that I have earned that right. Geez, these are very monsoon conditions. If this was the Belgian Grand Prix, this would have been cancelled.
Yeah.
Thankfully, this is a video game.
Happy to send them to the lefts anyway.
I wonder if we're going to get that quali knowledge. It's going to be very close. The race is going to be in the dry, so I'm not too concerned about the wet tyre knowledge. The quali knowledge would be nice, though. Lewis having a fantastic race with Nicholas Latifi, by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Oh, I think we're going to get it. I think we're going to get it. Are we going to do it, son? Yeah,
Oh,
beautiful.
Just in time.
Sensational effort from Lewis Hamilton. Right, he's done with the session. So is Roman Grosjeans. Beautiful. Also, just so mentally my calendar is right, it's my Saturday to stream, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cool. XCOM hard mode. Baby.
I feel like the last XCOM was hard mode.
Yeah,
Probably
but that wasn't the Saturday just gone. It was the Saturday before.
Oh, right, I see.
Yeah.
And also,
did you know
yes, so cool. And also, I remember watching Simon play his personal.
Yeah, because
as well.
I finally cleared a mission. I was stuck on a mission and I finally cleared it and I'm happy. Right, quali. We got no soft tire knowledge. Super overtake mode. This will work, obviously. Medium tires, sure, why not? Yep, let's run with these setups. Let's go.
Deja
Right.
vu.
Get out of my garage! Get out!
And can you use take mode in quali?
I don't know. But we're doing it anyway.
I don't think you can because it automatically does it, doesn't it?
It does, but we're doing it anyway because reasons.
He just wanted to fill that spot.
Yeah, I just, I want it to be like, engines have quali mode like they did back in the day. Speaking of back in the day, I would strongly recommend, I've mentioned this a couple of times, but I've been listening to some of the older episodes. There's a podcast called Bring Back V10s, and they talk about the F1 from 1989 to 2005, which was the period where they had V10 engines. And obviously that's like, I became an F1 fan in 2000, so there are certain periods in that where I get a lot more knowledge that I obviously didn't have back then, but also like they talk about like Mansell, Senna, Prost and stuff like that, and it's just like, I know it's not going to appeal to the casuals, but for me as like a hardcore F1 fan, it is just one of the greatest things. So yeah, motorsport fans, bring back V10s. Good podcast, would recommend. Lewis does have super overtake mode. Look,
So did
It's
he?
working here.
his
Interesting.
engine mode is purple. Yo,
What's that doing to the fuel? That's what I want to know.
I was just having the same thought, but you know what? Not going to worry about it. As long as he's got enough fuel for his flying lap, totes fine
Yeah, but
with
you
that.
don't fill up fuel, do you? In qualifying, do you?
No, I
No.
think they just give you like a standard 3 laps. So I'm
Yeah.
just hoping he's got enough to do his 3 laps.
He should do. I don't think it takes that into account, if that makes sense.
Well, I've seen him move really slowly on his in laps where he might be running out of fuel. As long
No,
as...
because he goes down to low engine mode. That's why.
Oh, and there's rain. Oh, we might have just...
I think you might have just clutched that.
Verstappen only went half... We're only 6/10 behind a Ferrari. We're faster than Norris and Russell. Oh, my God.
I think we need to be using that super overtake mode more. In qualifying now.
I may or may not agree. Oh, hot diggity damn. Well, the main... So, this is what I mean. Look how slow Lewis is going now compared to Grosjean.
Yeah, but he's in
Yes,
his slow lap. Isn't
Yes, no,
Yeah.
but again, compared to Grosjean, who's also on an in-lap.
And everyone else behind Grosjean. Either that or that guy was in his flying lap.
Maybe. I'm not sure. But yeah, anyway. I'm not too worried. But I think both cars are about to get through. I think Grosjean's about to get out of Q1! Ah! I'm the happiest little panda.
I bet he's a happy panda right now.
Right, let's speed this up a little bit. Jamie Chadwick is 16 seconds off the pace. Lance Stroll comes across the line. He is 50 seconds off the pace. Wow. So, Vettel's McLaren and Tsunoda's Mercedes are about to get knocked out. About the designer, one of the best perks is production of additional part later in the game when you have there's not enough time. Okay, yeah, that's one worth considering. Like, we're probably not going to worry about the designer yet because we've still got 6 months. But I definitely think there's merit. Yeah, there's merit to that one. I also really like the legendary one that was like gains reliability for the days that it's in. That it's in build because it becomes more usable.
You should be able to get
away.
that for engine now. Then you should.
No, because I don't think our current designer has that. That was on our other one, the one that we were scouting.
What legendary? Do we have a legendary part on ours?
We do. I'll need to double check it after we're done.
Okay, hang on. I'll be right back. Probably me.
Being able to get 2 engines or gearboxes for one is key, considering they go down 3% reliability each race. True. That is indeed for trucity. Makes a lot of sense. Alright. Let's take qualifying. What's going to happen with the weather? Is it immediately going to get wet again? Or is... Oh, no, it's already raining. It is damp. Okay, yeah. Let's... Inters. Interinos. Interinos. Let's go. Simply not enough days in the year to manufacture everything. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. It's like we're now very much in a very difficult building period. Like as this first year in F1 is proving, it's kind of brutal. Like I remember our first year in F2 was hard, but this is seeming even harder, which is what I would expect from Formula One. In all honesty. But yeah, once we get the facility built up a little bit more, so long as we keep hitting our objectives, I'm actually not too worried. I think Hamilton's got... Yeah, so he's got singing. So he's getting a +1 overall. He's got DRS expert. He's currently using his super overtake mode as well, which is nice. Grosjean is getting -3 on his overall because he struggles in the wets and he hates intermediates. So you know, Grosjean right now is struggling a little bit. Wow. Leclerc's first sector was mega. and it's going to dry out. So we're going to need to go out pretty straight away. Essentially, Verstappen goes fastest in the middle. Oh no, Leclerc now goes fastest in the middle. Best legendary for 1 is the -3 risk level. Yeah, that's a really solid legendary. Anything to get rid of that risk level, because then we can be really ballsy with our parts.
Mm.
Alright, Verstappen goes 1.2 faster than Hamilton. Leclerc only a 10th off. Hamilton's still faster than Norris, though. Alright, let's speed up on this in-lap. I don't want to take too long. We should be able to get another run in on the dry tyres, hopefully. Can we try and get both cars into Q3? That would actually be very nice if we could. This is a longer lap, actually, as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, fresh set of boots, and away we go. Fresh set of boots, and away we go. I'm always down for just doing as many laps as possible. So the race is going to be interesting, because I think it's a 53-lap race, and from what I just saw, the soft tyres really aren't going to last. So we're going to have to be very careful with tyre wear in the race, because I only want to do one pit stop. Now, if we end up using these soft tyres, which I think we probably will if we get through to Q3, then we're going to have to stretch our mediums, especially with Hamilton.
Mm.
But I think we'll be able to make it. I'm confident in our ability. Oh no, it's going to start raining near the end of this lap. Oh man, that sucks. But we still might get a decent lap.
Mm.
Because what I don't want to do is I didn't want to not go out and then get knocked out. I'd rather us actually secure our space in Q3. Here we go. Here comes the rain. I think if we got... Yeah, so right now we're still getting that Wet Weather Pro, which is nice. And the track is only damp. How bad's our middle sector? No, middle sector's still decent. We're going to really suffer in this final sector a little bit, though. Qualifying session is over. Lewis Hamilton going to set provisional pole. Beautiful. I think Leclerc's going to beat him, though. Grosjean up to 7th. Right, there goes Leclerc. Leclerc does go faster than Hamilton, which is what I expected.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we've just got both cars into Q3. Very good. Very nice. Only Tictum can improve and knock Grosjean down, which he didn't do. Alright. Here we go. For the 100th time. Hand grenade pins in every line. Throw them up. I forget the next specific lyrics. It's a good song.
Wow.
I actually started listening to Linkin Park again recently. I was like, damn, their stuff's real good. Is it wet or is it dry? It is currently dry. What's the weather going to do? Let's find out this time on Dragon Ball Z. It's dry. Let's go.
To go.
Oh, it hasn't locked those tyres either. Ooh. Very good.
Do it.
You're in P3.
We got into Q3, baby. Both cars.
And it hasn't locked tyres.
Because I think it started wet. That's my theory.
Ah.
Yeah, you did say that it's only locked when it's dry.
This is my theory. So We will now see the true pace of the car. So we've got both incompetent racing Grand Prix, both Alpha Tauris, both
That means
the Alpines.
you've hit the sponsor objective then.
Both, yeah, we did. Both
Alpines,
Ferraris.
both Ferraris and both Red Bulls. So no Mercedes made it to Q3.
Interesting.
Well, Tsunoda was knocked out in Q1. Wow. Very nice. Very good. Let's go. Hamilton's shown some exceptional pace.
Is that overtake mode only in qualifying?
No, we can use it in the race.
Interesting.
But given our fuel situation with Hamilton, it's probably not the best to use. I'm thinking going forwards we could use it as like a quali mode.
Yeah, okay.
And then we just don't use it for the race. Because, I mean, obviously, as you can still see, like, Verstappen and Leclerc are still exceptionally faster than us.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how much of a bonus it's giving us. You got to remember as well, we are using it for the first time, and we have also seen some rain. So I don't know if the rain has perhaps maybe skewed our results a little bit as well. 123.4 for Hamilton. 125.4 for Grosjean.
We usually do decently in the rain. Only because we do the cheeky shenanigans of, quick, dry tyres. Wet tyres! Wet tyres.
Norris went faster than Hamilton. But Russell went slower. Verstappen had a bad lap as well. Leclerc's just on one as well. He's 1.5 seconds faster than his teammate. That's insane. Dare I say, it's very insane in the membrane. But yeah, I think we've hit the objective of qualifying. And it'll be a matter of can we do it for the race as well.
Hopefully.
It'd be nice. Because we're currently in a position of losing money. Which is fine. Like, it's Formula 1. It's an expensive sport.
Yeah.
Just for car development, it's not the best. Right, anyway, tyre choice. Fresh set. Let's go, baby. Grosjean. I don't believe you can probably do much better, but I still believe. Lewis, if you could just perform like a miracle lap and go like 3/10 or just over 3/10 faster, you'd be ahead of both Alpines and third on the grid. I'll take 5th. I'm not going to complain about 5th at all. But I'd love 3rd. 3rd would be very nice. I can't believe only 1.7 seconds difference with the same engine and gearbox. Yeah. I think like what we're seeing here with our drivers is the difference between a 5-star driver and a 4-star driver. And the parts. Allegedly. Right, come on, Lewis. What you got? What you got for us on your final lap here in Germany? Is it a PB in the first sector? It is. Is it a PB in the second sector? We will find out soon. I think 3/10 might be a big ask. But anything he could do to get us up the order just a little bit. Norris isn't improving.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Lewis. Final sector. What's he got as he boots it through the final corner and across the line? Oh, no! He's at a white final sector.
No.
That's upsetting.
Nuts to the rabbits.
What's going on with Verstappen? Why isn't Verstappen improving? Oh, wait, he is going a bit quicker now. Okay, Verstappen goes up to second, which is to be expected. Now, is Hamilton going to get overtaken by... Oh, don't do it. No! Hamilton gets knocked down to 7th.
What a wanker.
To be fair, though, 7th in a fully dry Q3 ahead of a Red Bull I'll take it. It's so true. What we should have done is we should have sent Hamilton out on a worn set of tyres. That way they could have been off and he would have set a faster lap. It makes perfect sense. Charles Leclerc on pole by 0.7 of a second. I think that Ferrari's got its 2019 engine in it again. That very illegal 29... Well, no. It was fuel flow, I think, was causing it to be a little bit faster, shall we say. Try spending less money on helicopters and jacuzzis and more on your car, CX Von Wardless. Hey, Lee, do you want to go and have a chat with this guy? Because he doesn't like your helicopter.
Getting an argument with someone on Twitter, because, you know, when we get, like, team...
Oh, yeah,
stuff
no,
that team markability goes down and stuff like that. I don't want to do that.
That wouldn't... No, we don't want to do that. But if you
why
found
don't you-
him in the stands and had a bit of a punch-up, that's, you know...
Well, no, it'd still be a bit of a scandal unless we give Lee a disguise.
Oh.
Yes. Get the Groucho Marx mask. You know, the glasses, the nose, and the moustache. That'll be enough.
I'm officially going to call this the wet boy. It's officially a wet boy.
Oh.
Okay. So...
Yeah, you're right. It is at a higher fuel burning condition.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
So... Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go mediums and race trim. And the reason I'm doing that is because when we hopefully eventually get off the wet tyres, we will go to the mediums and run to the end. I think that's the plan. Right, we will push and we will overtake. We will push, we will overtake. Right, let's get into our singular Grand Prix for this stream. Here we go.
So go.
As we have 5 red lights for the German Grand Prix. Lights out and away we go. And Lewis Hamilton charges into 6th position. Immediately, he's trying to make a move. Many cars trying to make a move, apparently. Nick Cassidy is already up into 6th place. Both of our drivers side by side. There's a McLaren in there of Rick Bobby. Sainz Jr. is under investigation. Come on, Hamilton. Let's try and get him if we can. If you could run side by side with the Ferrari and get past it into the next braking zone, that would be very ideal. That's exactly what you've done. That is absolutely sensational. Then, of course, Sainz will overtake you round the outside, round the outside. Let's try and make a move down the inside. Come on, Lewis. Grosjean now appears to be dropping down the order.
Oh, hello. Sainz has got a little bit of an issue. Oh.
Oh, hello, Lewis. Go on, Lewis. Max Verstappen setting the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. Now Lewis Hamilton up behind his old team of Mercedes. Can he make a move?
Yes, he can.
Wow.
Round the outside.
He's actually doing really well.
He is a wet weather expert. The man knows his stuff in the water.
I'm trying something a bit different where I turned them down from overtake and I've pushed them on their tyres quite high.
Yeah.
And
how long does tyres last? Wet tyres?
Well, they last a fair lick so long as they're in the wet.
Well, if you press pit, you'll be able to tell. Like, don't pit. That
yeah,
makes
no,
sense.
I'm with you. Don't think anyone would recognise who's driving Sieg at the time. 34 to 36 laps.
Okay.
Okay.
And hopefully it's going to dry up before then. But yeah, Hamilton currently does have the wet weather pro buff. Valtteri Bottas is locked up. Go on, Hamilton. Down the inside of Valtteri Bottas. Not quite able to make the move.
What car is in front? Who's Bottas driving for?
Alpine.
Is...
No, Cassidy got through.
Cassidy's taking his spot back, but
Hamilton
looks like
banging
Hamilton's-
wheels with Nick Cassidy, and he's back through. Oh, and that's Lando Norris.
There's two Alpines in front. This is basically going to be like Hannibal Barker crossing the Alps.
Why are those Alpines going so fast?
Grosjean appears to have had an accident.
He's
There's no
wet
point in
himself.
changing tyres, is there?
May as well if you're going to be fixing the
Yeah,
rear end.
if I'm gonna be fixing the wing, I might as well.
No harm in it.
Those
Well,
Alpines
I'm
are
thinking if
go on.
well, I was thinking if the weather's going to die down.
Yeah, but not. Yeah, but what's the harm in going to a fresh set of wets?
Yeah, I guess so.
And the Alpines
I'm just
are going
thinking it adds more time on. That's why I was like,
Oh, Hamilton through into third.
Nice.
All right, let's turn things down just a little bit. Verstappen and Leclerc have pulled a bit of a gap, so they can start bringing their tyres down. Grosjean in the pits with damage. So is Lance Stroll. Lance Stroll is a lap behind already.
yeah, Stroll went into the pit
Well,
for
two
something. Don't
mistakes
know
on the
what.
rears.
Saw him going to the pit early.
Yeah, mistakes
Ooh,
on
two
both rear tyres. That was concerning. But, well.
Might have been the rain.
Yeah, they slipped.
They slipped and fell on their butts.
Jamie Chadwick has locked up. So it looks like the weather is definitely getting worse before it gets better.
And it will go down, but slowly by the looks of things. We shall see.
And then, eventually, I think the next one is starting to come through. I can't see it yet. We'll see if that's another decrease. As Verstappen sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. Hamilton not too far off it pace-wise, though. Oh, who's in the pits with damage? Carlos Sainz Jr.
It's a pity.
Grosjean attempting the Lewis lines? Maybe. Bottas holding up quite... Norris has dropped to 7th now.
Okay.
We're going to carry on pushing these tyres, I think. More cars are in the pits. Grosjean sets a PB of a 140.6. Grosjean, we're going to up him to pushing, I think. And actually, we'll use some of the fuel as well. We'll, because Grosjean's in fresh air, we'll let him push a bit. Because he doesn't like wet weather. So naturally, because he doesn't like it, we're going to tell him to drive faster. It's the only logical scenario. Stroll in the pits again. I think Stroll has...
An issue.
I think he's got a broken part by the looks of it. That's increased the red zone.
Oh, Stroll in the Toyota.
Are we going to see a repeat
Russell's
of the
in.
27 pit stop
Russell in
strategy
for
from one of the
AlphaTauri.
teams?
Maybe.
I hope so, because we were talking about that earlier today, weren't we?
We did
Quite
actually
early.
mention it.
Yeah.
Alright, Hamilton. Up in third. Ricciardo could be closing. Grosjean is now at the head of what I'm officially going to call Race D. Grosjean leads Race D. Come on, Roman!
He's leading the race dicks.
He's struggling to keep that
Delatrace
Toyota
is
of
trying to
Delatrace
take the
behind.
D away from him.
Meanwhile, in Lewis Hamilton's world, right, we're going to cool the tyres down a little bit now.
Fair enough.
I'm thinking cool the tyres a little bit.
The rain will probably help with that.
Yeah, and the rain
It's about
is... Oh, Gasly in with damage as well!
Interesting.
They're attempting a 50-stop strategy. I mean, they could. Let's see if it works out for Toyota. They are our arch nemesis, to be fair.
Mm-hmm.
Alfa Romeo right now have 1 point with Stoffel Van Dorn.
Russell's
Russell
in the pit.
in with damage as well. This is very interesting.
Grosjean has overtaken Sainz Jr. Oh no, Sainz Jr. has taken that back. Never mind. And Delta has taken him. Well,
All right.
that was 1 step forward, 2 steps back for him.
Cool. Our tyre temps have come down, so let's now put Hamilton back onto neutral.
Simon, just out of the blue, because I've just had to have a look. I like how Mike responded to that there. You remember when we first started IPW? I know this well off the bat. I don't suppose you have a list of pay-per-views that we invented, do you? Somewhere?
Probably somewhere, yeah.
Somewhere, yeah. I was just thinking, because I was like, I just looked on my phone and I was like, they're not in my notes anymore.
I think I've got them somewhere, because we had
Yeah.
a few. We had Against the Odds.
Yeah,
There was Insert Clever Name Here.
that was another, yep.
That was our debut one, where we essentially, the gimmick was we spent so much money on the wrestlers in the arena.
Yeah,
didn't-
that was it.
We didn't have we couldn't have, like, we had no fancy stage, no nothing.
It
I
was
wanna
guerrilla
say-
warfare.
I was just about to say Guerrilla Warfare.
All the wrestlers are dressed in gorilla suits.
Did Toyota steal your zero
That was like
reliability
Jungle
front wing? I think they might have done. I think Toyota might have. Well, no, because the car's on fire, so they might have stole our zero reliability, like, gearbox or front wing, or maybe the... no, the rear wing's got low reliability. But yeah, they've bandited something for sure.
Yeah, that's because I might, to make that rear wing lighter, I might have filled it with hydrogen.
I was going to say, you set it on fire, didn't you?
Well, no, but hydrogen is very flammable, so it wouldn't surprise me. One spark and that goes up in flames.
Rain is starting to ease off a bit.
That's what happened to the Hindenburg. History.
We do love a bit of history.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if I've got my IPW notes. I'm going to have a look. I'm legitimately curious. Ah, gentlemen, I don't know if you saw. I secured my Pixel 6.
Ah,
I secured it on Wednesday. It was still a bit of a mission. I still had some issues, but I did it.
how much did it cost in the end?
£850.
I see.
Oh man, there's a document I've got here called IPW Sacrifice Creative. Oh man, this is so good. I had Ty Dillinger on my roster. Do you remember Ty Dillinger?
No.
Hey Lee, do you remember Johnny Rocket and the Rocket Strappers?
Oh, God.
With his t-shirt, load the spaceship with the rocket fuel.
Yeah.
Who else did I have on my... I had Dreamer and Sandman.
I'm not going to lie, I've just been distracted.
I had Neville. Insert clever name here. There was the tournament. Oh, the Banff Championship. I had a creative wrestler called Knuckles McGee.
Please tell me he's a redhead. And he guards the Master Emerald.
Oh, God. Oh, I remember.
Remembers a
So,
lot.
we never got to it, Lee, but I'm just scrolling down some of my creative, and I had the Fashion Police, and I was going to team them with Sheriff JBL.
Yep.
Ah, No Man's Land. No
Yes,
Man's Land
that
was
was
the
it, yeah.
pay-per-view that we had. Future
Which the audience was
Plans.
separated from the wrestlers by barbed wire.
Man, I've got...
And machine
I
guns.
was going to have a roster called Apocalypse. Okay, so we have the shows were insert clever name here.
I need to write these down because for future content.
Hamilton's tires are starting to.
Get halfway, but by the time it dries up,
Yeah, we
That's
might
when you'll
have,
probably wanna
have
pit.
to switch to the intermediates.
we'll see how it goes. What's the weather like? I know you just showed it, but
It's getting near midway, and midway is where you're going to want intermediates. If it fell off a cliff, I would hold them out for dry tires.
I get it. I get it.
We just, and I apologise for anyone that's watching the race, and I'm not saying anything about it, but me and Lee are reminiscing about a series we started in 2017.
Well, we might be rebooting it.
And we might be rebooting it. Let me know when you're ready to take these names down.
I am ready.
So we've got insert clever name here.
Yep.
We've got No Man's Land.
Land.
Against the Odds. Forsaken.
Hang on. Against the odds. Forsaken.
Retribution. Which has a totally different name to it now.
Yeah.
Guerrilla Warfare.
What the fuck do you spell gorilla? B-U... No? There we go.
01.
One, yep.
Chaos Theory.
Oh, that was the spacey one, wasn't it?
Yes. It's going to start drying up. Both Toyotas in the pits with damage. Stroll is on his 6th pit stop.
Jesus Christ.
Civil War.
Yep.
Overdrive.
Yep.
Nowhere to Run.
Yep.
And then IPW Mania.
Yes, the greatest of all. No copyright infringement at all.
Not at all. So I've also got the main events for pretty much all of those shows listed down for what we had planned. Apart from 2 of them.
Okay. Just so you know, I'm going to work on it.
Could I just interject quickly with a question? You said that you liked a remark I made that made you think of this. What was that remark? Was it the 1 step forward and 2 steps back thing?
What?
Mind.
I don't know.
I was just out of blue because I was thinking about it, and I was like looking for the old, because I used to have all the information on notes on my phone.
All right.
But I don't think some of my notes transferred over. So I was like, mainly because the update came out for the game we want to try this in.
See.
But yeah, you can like start a custom company in it. So that's what.
Okay. Stroll's on fire again.
Stroll is indeed on fire.
Although they have gone to the intermediates now.
They have.
I'd
say the track
in every
is still
time.
the track is still too wet for Inters, in my opinion.
At the moment.
Now, I'm in 2 minds. Do we swap to the intermediates, or do we just hang these tyres out and go straight to dries? I personally think option 2.
Hang them out. If you hang them out and you go swap to dries, at the bar, the second to last bar we could see, then we could do it in one strap, and we wouldn't lose too much time.
Maybe turn the tyres down, go straight to slicks. That's kind of exactly what I was thinking, Sir Rob. Hamilton wants to come in for Inters. What are the leaders doing? Verstappen's not pitting. Leclerc not pitting. If I was Leclerc, I would pit.
We are not Leclerc.
No. Part of me kind of thinks, what if we pit with Grosjean? What if we just took a punt and pitted with Grosjean? Like, what are we actually going to lose?
Not a lot, so you could test it with Grosjean.
Let's check Grosjean's pace. Let's bring Grosjean in, literally for a set of Inters, and just check what his pace is like. I'm very curious. Right, I've turned Hamilton's tyres, so we've conserved. Let's go back to neutral on Hamilton now. Thank you everyone for watching, by the way. Like, this is we're actually starting to get some really good engagement on these Motorsport Manager streams on the Fire Fantasy Fire Fantasy mod. We're in season 5. It's our first season in Formula 1. We have Lewis Hamilton, who was unemployed. Just to give you a bit of background, Hamilton was unemployed. We brought him in while we were in F2. He won the championship. And then we YOLO'd our way into F1. Okay, so midfielders are starting to pit for intermediates. And we revived Grosjean's career, because we did have Jenson Button as a driver. So we literally had the McLaren lineup from 2010 to 2012.
Yeah. Then Button retired.
Button
So we
basically
got Grosjean.
retired. So we pulled Grosjean out because he was cheap. And that is kind of the end of that story, really. But we're making slow progress. Stroll must be using 100% or close to something red zone. Yeah, he's got to be. He has to be. We saw this in F2 a couple years back. It's not really. It's not working out for him.
Do you remember what the total amount of pit stops they ended up
It
with?
was 20 something. I think it was 20 something.
27 makes me think of a number. Sorry, 27 rings a bell for a number. So it might have been that.
Okay.
And
So
that's-
other cars are coming in for Inters. Verstappen staying out. Leclerc staying out. We will continue to stay out. Grosjean, though, interestingly,
has unlapped him. Is
Well, he's-
trying to unlap himself.
is about to unlap himself. Has unlapped himself. Personal best lap of the Grand Prix.
Well, he hasn't quite unlapped himself yet, but
I mean,
he's getting
he's
there.
unlapped himself on Charlie Boy.
Mhm.
Max Verstappen has collided with George Russell.
Interesting.
Max Verstappen with damage, race leader. Max Verstappen. Nick de Vries is now the fastest man on the track on intermediates.
There's Stroll. Bye, Stroll.
Perez has gone in for mediums. Sergio, that's a Seb Vettel call in Turkey is what that is, friend. Let's see if this works out for you. Checo, I like you. Like Checo,
Bit early.
you're one of my favourite drivers, but friend, you're about 10 laps too soon. Hey, I'm sure it'll eventually work out for you, amigo. Romain Grosjean now in the 36s. He is lapping way faster than Lewis Hamilton. Way faster.
Mm.
But
I'm wondering if he
Hamilton's in the 41s. Ricardo is doing similar pace to us. Now these guys are lapping faster than us, but they're 40 seconds behind. They're not going to make that up in the next, 10 laps, which is when we're going to go to dry tyres.
I feel like we probably should have pitted Hamilton at the same time as Grosjean, but, well, it is what it is. It's a bit too late to pit him now. Are you thinking, not the next bar, but the bar after that, pitting him for the slicks then?
I'm thinking... no. I'm thinking not the next bar, or I'm thinking 3 bars time. So can you actually see my mouse?
I can't see your mouse, but I think I know what you mean. It's about to tick over to the first bar, but you mean the third bar
Correct.
from now.
Yeah. Hamilton's pace, he's now in the 43s. We are losing 10 seconds a lap.
That's a lot.
That is a lot. Always be on the right tyre at the right time. We're coming in.
Yeah. Even if it is just for 10 laps, it's 10 laps of decent tyre wear.
Yep, we're coming in.
Verstappen and Leclerc are still on the wets. And so are the people that will probably overtake us while we're in the pit.
Yeah, De Vries just did a 33.2. He is coming in. De Vries. Yeah, so we won't come out behind De Vries. Yeah, no, we're coming in. We're 100% coming in. If we drag this out too long, then yeah, definitely. Now that I've seen the pace,
it'd essentially be what happened to I forgot who it was, Norris.
Norris in Russia. Yeah,
Russia,
absolutely.
yeah.
And look, Verstappen's
But the
coming
reverse. Ah,
Yeah,
They've
Verstappen
seen
and
us
Leclerc are coming
pin.
in. Well, they've noticed the same thing as us. I think they've probably noticed they're 10 seconds a lap faster.
Oh, but he's gone.
Has he gone straight
Medium.
to dry? They've gone straight to dry tyres. That's too early. That's too
Well, that
early.
was very
It
fast.
probably won't be.
I don't know.
The track's still
I
wet.
think you may have made a mistake here, Simon.
I don't think
Oh,
I have.
I think you have.
I
Look
don't
at
think
the-
I have. Perez is doing 142s.
I mean, might still only be like. I mean, look at him. He's already overtaken him.
Yeah.
It means to go faster.
We might have to end up coming in again, but I'm
we've got a
thinking
few
about securing our third place.
Points.
Really.
Yeah. And obviously, the bigger the gap we make now, during this time of intermediate moment.
A 32-0. Verstappen on his outlap was nearly 9 seconds slower than us. Right now, these are the best tyres to be on.
And we've caught up to Leclerc.
Stroll on 11 stops. Yeah, Stroll is providing a form of entertainment. Not sure what form.
The clown car entertainment.
Oh, come on, Lewis. Lewis Hamilton takes the lead of the German Grand Prix.
Now, if we can build a decent gap, so by the time we do pit for dries, also, when we do pit for dries, we'll have fresher dries
Yeah, that's very true.
than Verstappen and Leclerc.
As Hamilton runs very wide.
Poo to you, sir.
And then
Poo to
immediately
you.
retakes the lead. Also, Verstappen went onto the soft tyre, so he's going to have to pit again.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a punt with Grosjean and fit the dry tyres now.
Okay.
Oh no, they won't make it to the end.
Wait a while then.
We'll wait a couple more laps with Grosjean.
Hmm.
Right, so... Okay, Charles personal best in the first sector.
Giovinazzi's getting the fastest sectors so far. And he's on Inters.
Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to bring Grosjean in and just run him in, like, conserve mode.
Okay. Tyre-wise, yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
And with Lewis, I'm going to bring him in at the end of this lap.
Once it ticks over to the second bar. The bar you said.
I mean, our pace is still good. I don't want it to drop off. That's my only concern. Because as soon as those tyres turn around, they're really going to turn around.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're starting a lap faster. They're starting a lap faster. Right, mediums. Go, 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 go.
And we will.
I noticed someone set a new fastest first sector, and as soon as I saw that, I'm like, no. Like, we're coming in for dries, and we're coming out in 6th. That's perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm. Because we're closing behind Savoy.
He's actually done a superb job because he was out in Q1.
But
Yeah,
that's because they probably monsooned while he was still on the dries.
Right decision to go on these tyres. Right decision.
I was really doing a decent job defending, but we slipped past. Oh, yes, we stay slip past.
Good job, Lewis. Good job.
Taste my rain droplets.
And remember, Verstappen has to pit again because he went for the soft tyre.
Yep.
Van Dorn still got a pit as well, isn't he?
Yeah, so does De Vries.
He's got a pit now, surely. He's got a pit this lap. He's got to.
It'll
There's
be very
no
soon.
way.
It'll be very soon.
Meanwhile, Stroll is on 13 pit stops.
I do love that Toyota are running last and second but last.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that pleases me greatly.
Those fools, what were they thinking?
Come on, Lewis. Get past De Vries. Oh, De Vries wants to turn in on us, does he?
Oh, we'll get him in the next corner. Or the corner after that.
All very
or the
soon.
corner after that.
Which is exactly what we've done. Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah, next corner. That's a
Up into fourth.
Oh, come on, don't do it.
Soon it'll be up
There we
into
go.
second.
Yes.
Lewis does have good adaptability. Right now, we're still getting the wet weather pro bonus as well, because the track does still have a bit of dampness to it. Stroll in the pits again. Oh, yeah. Lawrence is now just, like, looking for the pit wall at his own son, like, pathetic.
At this point, I would have retired the car.
I mean, when it comes out, still on fire.
Jesus, wet.
So Ricciardo is now only 9 seconds behind Lewis.
I didn't. I'd say they were just.
But Ricciardo also doesn't have to get through the traffic like we did. We had to fight through the traffic. Ricciardo won't because they're going to pit.
Okay.
So we might have lost a bit of time there. Van Dorn not pitting, by the way.
Interesting.
A very
we'll catch up
interesting
soon.
strategy. That's probably not going to work out as Hamilton sets a personal best. Let's not mess around with Van Dorn. Let's turn everything up a little bit and let's just get past him.
Oh, he's got an issue as well.
Good, good. That's what we like to see.
Out of the way, Van Dorn.
Come on, Lewis. Just pass him. Thank you very much. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Now we'll just run the car nicely.
Till the end of the race, hopefully.
Chadwick, Gasly, Delatraz all in. I mean, this is currently looking like Leclerc's race to lose.
Stroll again. But he's pitting every lap, it seems.
Imagine they get the car all the way to the end of the race just for it to be disqualified. Yeah, they actually get their car to the end of the race, and then it's just, yeah, bout that Toyota. No!
Should have just retired it when you had the chance.
Latifi has crashed.
Oh,
Big Nicholas.
this is good news for Stroll.
Yeah, he's going to gain a place. Oh, poor Nicholas.
Meanwhile,
Russell,
Russell and Orr are pitting.
both AlphaTauris in the pits at the same time. Second place is
Interesting.
achievable. Maybe.
Maybe.
Verstappen's got to make another pit stop, and it will depend on his pace in that next stint, which I reckon will be very fast. And actually, Ricciardo, Gasly, and Vettel are all going to have to pit again. Woo!
I take it that was
That was.
Oh.
Ow.
we nearly introduced ourselves to the back of his car.
Van Dorn going to the end of the race on the hard tyre in the Alfa Romeo. Hopefully Ocon manages to get past him. That'd be quite nice.
For him. Well, Ocon is past Van
No,
Dorn.
sorry. I meant Norris.
Norris?
Would hopefully be able to get past him. Yeah.
I was going to say.
This might be a juicy little scrap. Let's go and have a little look at it. Van Dorn is pushing, whereas Norris isn't. I'd like Norris to pass him, just because that way. Oh, if it finishes the way it does, we overtake Alfa Romeo. To be fair, Stroll, because of how many laps down he is, he still hasn't overtaken Latifi.
He's technically on lap 16.
Oh no! And Latifi, lap 29. Latifi
He's not going to overtake him, is he?
Latifi might finish ahead of Stroll, technically. Oh man, that is the best thing I've ever seen.
I feel like they've only gone to hard tyres for him, so they don't have to change it all the time.
Okay, well, things have now relatively settled down. Verstappen can't have much left on his tyres. Like, Verstappen pitted the same lap we did. And then again, he'll probably have something on his tyres, actually. Hamilton's form at the moment, nice and sky high.
Oh, yes. It works.
What works?
Nothing.
You've been setting up the thing, haven't you?
I can neither confirm nor deny this.
That's a yes.
That's the yes.
To be fair, while we're racing, the money man can kind of do what he wants. I think they would technically finish in different countries. Stroll will finally complete the 57th lap, and we've already moved on to the next race. Well, Perez is down in 11th. Perez's play on tyres really didn't work. As Stroll comes in again. At least he was nice enough to get out of Hamilton's way. Max's pace right now, just for those tyres, really isn't working out. Like, a mid-28 just isn't good, while Leclerc is doing 27 zeros. Like, and I know that Ricciardo is catching me, but Ricciardo has to pit. And it pleases me that we don't. We're just in cruise mode right now. This is sensational. I might celebrate with more sushi. I don't have any more sushi. I wish I had more sushi. I'd quite like for us now to just cruise to a nice, boring third place. That'd be best case scenario. I just noticed I was doing things with my hands up here and you can't see them in my webcam box. You just see my arms up in the air like I just don't care. Say way up, way up.
Oh, well.
Send out the helicopter for sushi. Look, look.
Someone put that man out of his misery. Quickly!
Nick Cassidy collides with Daniel Ricciardo.
Ooh! What?
Stoffel Van Dorn is having mechanical issues.
Oh!
Oh, happy day.
Oh, look. The Burning Brothers. Van Dorn and Stroll.
the Bernie boys. Sainz
What?
Jr.
Get the burner.
Oh, in comes Van Dorn. Dropping him out of a point-scoring
Contention.
position. Sergio Perez now in his Red Bull. Yep.
Stroll. There goes Stroll again.
There he goes one more time. Oh, Van Dorn has fallen down the order.
Yeah, it's a bit of a bad time.
And now he's fitted medium tyres. And he's out. He's out in 17th place. think the worst part about Stroll right now is his lap times are going up. Yeah, he's actually getting slower. Hey, look. Stroll, you know, he's doing 3-minute 2s. I don't see an issue with this.
Just quickly remind me, what is Latifi's lap total again?
It's like 28. So he's 10 laps down on Latifi.
He might just get there in time.
With 20 laps to go, Stroll has to do 10 laps.
Yes.
I don't know if he's going to do it.
It's a stretch, but he might. If he doesn't pit like... If he only pits like every other lap instead of every lap.
I think he's currently pitted every lap. Let's watch Stroll, who's pushing. No, he's coming in. He's clearly pushed the tyres too hard this lap and needs to pit again.
The tyres? His engine's on fire.
No, it's the tyre. Vettel's crashed.
Oh,
Vettel in the McLaren. God, McLaren were actually having a good race. And Vettel is out.
Well, needless to say, Stroll's not overtaking Vettel.
No, absolutely not. This has been an absolute madness of a race.
It has. So as I said, we usually do well when there's rain involved.
Still, yeah, it still looks like it's going to be dry to the end of the race. Tyre wear's not helping you. You don't need to worry about your tyre wear, Lewis. Plus, also, no, Lewis sets personal best first sector. Starts complaining about tyre wear. This mod is unbelievably realistic. Sainz in the pits for the 4th time. The current lead car to do for Verstappen in the pits. Verstappen has damage. How long is Verstappen going to be? Oh, Verstappen wasn't there long, and he's on the medium tyre. So Verstappen has made his final pit stop. He comes out behind Daniel Ricciardo, who will have to pit again. Nick Cassidy also in the pits, making his final pit stop. He is going to come out behind Ocon, Norris, and Nick De Vries. But they've now got fresher tyres, so they can push. Meanwhile, Sir Lewis Hamilton driving very well.
I will point out that Grosjean has a plus 1.17 surface fuel.
Let's use some fuel. Let's use some fuel with Roman.
Let's use some of that.
Who's currently on lap 38. So, you know, Roman's a few laps down. Imagine Lewis coming on the radio with that. Hey, good news, tyres are gone. Hey, personal
best. You see sparks on the track.
Personal best of a 28.2. I'll take the 28.2. I'm not too upset by that pace whatsoever. I think Verstappen will probably hunt us down and overtake us.
Possibly.
Potentially. You know, we can push a little bit. We can give it a little bit extra bean juice.
Yeah, for the sake of idle fantasy, if we did finish second, what would our points be like?
We would have 38 total points. We'd only be 2 points behind AlphaTauri.
Delicious points.
Oh, I do love a point. Points are both ooey gooey and delicious. Well, that's not both. That's 3. But you get my point.
You count ooey gooey as 1.
Yeah, because ooey and gooey are technically the same thing, sort of.
Yes.
Ricciardo in the pits has damage. Ricciardo with the damage.
Good for Verstappen. He's already 3rd.
Oh, Ricciardo going to come out in... Not 10th. Comes out 11th. Comes out 12th. Giovinazzi for Alfa Romeo now moves up into a points-paying position. Good job, Italian Jesus. Lewis Hamilton continues. He's only got like an 8-second lead over Verstappen. I think Verstappen's going to catch and pass Hamilton.
I do agree with that. And it does look like Stroll is on his 20th pit stop.
What a man. What an absolute mad lad. 27.7, not too shabby for pace. A 25.1 though, that's 2.6 seconds faster than us. Yep. Yep. Good. But hey, we don't have to worry about speed. We're currently... Your gearbox is fine, don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'm gonna suddenly stop caring.
His tyres are quite cold, aren't they? Well, they're not cold, but they're getting there.
They're cooling. Sergio Perez has spun. Oh, man. Well, he's down in 8th anyway, so...
We don't care.
Stroll in the pits one more time. Stroll, now on lap 21.
Always catching up to Latifi.
I think Latifi might have this, you know.
Might do.
Gasly in the pits with damage.
Gasly's in
That's another arrows in the pits. Oh, the arrows team. This is why you never get apart with a high red zone.
Indeed. Unless you got a way of getting rid of that red zone.
Fine, Grosjean, your engine is meant to stand up nails on a chalkboard. Yeah, like the sound of like a box of like screws spinning around in a tumble dryer. That's what your engine's supposed to sound like, so I wouldn't worry about it.
I'd forgo the box and just throw the screws in. That's what it's supposed to sound like.
Look at that. There we go. Grosjean moves out of the way of Lewis Hamilton as Hamilton continues on his merry way.
Tell Grosjean to block everyone else.
Grosjean, if you could just get in Max's way, that'd be great. I mean, his gearbox is struggling a bit. His engine's about to be struggling, but it's fine. Meanwhile, in Hamilton land, everything is going cushy.
Decently. It's decent.
I mean, we don't have a number one driver, but if we did... Cassidy passes Ocon. Here comes Maxington Verstappen. He is marching his way up to us as we now lap Lance Stroll once again. Into the pits one more time for Lance Stroll to make it stop number 22. Max's pace has tapered off a little bit. And then again, he's currently saving fuel.
Yeah, we're alright for fuel at the moment.
We are, yeah. I've actually been like saving. Bear in mind that's the same engine and gearbox. Yeah. It is okay. It is fine.
Just getting complaints about tyres, and then it's a new personal best.
Stroll's a meme at this point. Yeah, I mean, Stroll is a meme in this universe, much like he was a meme in the IRL F1 universe. Something exciting is happening. Quick, cut to Lance Stroll going through the swimming pool. Hey, he's on lap 23, though. He's closing in on Nicholas Latifi, who completed 29 laps and did retire 15 laps ago. Hamilton continuing to push on. 40 seconds behind Charles Leclerc.
Here we go. At 47 starts.
Oh, as we pass Stroll once again. Both Toyotas, because Delatraz also is... We're coming up to lap Delatraz with Hamilton. Delatraz appears to also be having some issues. As Ricardo's made another pit stop onto the hard tyre, so he's still 16th. Ricardo was looking like he was potentially going to challenge us at one point.
Not anymore.
No, he's a long way behind now.
We can expect Verstappen to take second, but aside from that, we're looking at a podium finish.
If all of our ducks fall in a row, which hopefully they will...
All our eggs go in the right basket.
And we pick up the right basket.
Oh yeah, that's also something to think about.
I mean, Verstappen's on fresher tyres.
He is.
In the better car.
He is.
So, oh, Russell in the pits with damage. Russell making his 5th pit stop, I believe.
Well, Germany's actually breaking a lot of cars today.
It's breaking a lot of cars.
And the mines and wheels. Many people.
Verstappen's charge has definitely faltered. He's now only 4/10 faster than Hamilton on that last lap.
He's had to back up on his what's it called? And once again, you're leaving Grosjean to his fate.
Listen, man. Grosjean has performed very well this weekend. He's done exceptional.
I know.
I
but all I'm
believe
saying
in
is-
him.
All I'm saying is that even if we pit him, he's not going to be overtaken by Stroll.
Yeah, but he will get overtaken by Russell, Chadwick and Gasly, and I don't want that to happen.
Well,
So Grosjean is literally, he either finishes ahead of them or he doesn't finish. Also,
that's-
like, I don't...
I mean, it doesn't really matter because he's not getting points, is it?
An IRL, right, I know IRL, Sainz and Leclerc have been doing an exceptional job for Ferrari and they're both very, like, near each other. But Leclerc, 1 pit stop leading the race. Sainz is a minute and a half behind him, having pitted 4 times.
Mhm.
Sainz has only had 1 point scoring finish this season.
Mhm.
I'm just saying, Sainz, I don't think he's being represented very well by this mod. I know he's currently in the points again. With damage. Drivers' Championship-wise, Max Verstappen will extend his lead over Nick Cassidy. Leclerc will be closing in. Things are looking okay at the moment.
We're going to move up in the constructors.
We are.
Yeah. Regardless if we finish second or third.
Just going to turn Hamilton down to neutral for his tyres, just for the moment.
Okay. We could actually afford to push his engine a smidge. Not too much, just a smidge. But to be
Probably
fair,
put his
we don't
engine on high for a little while.
really haven't. Yeah,
See if we can keep ahead of Verstappen.
just for a while longer.
I'm debating
Maybe
about
like
when to do it.
about turn it up on straights, probably just before you get on the long straights.
I'm debating when to do
Then
it.
turn it
Like,
back down.
do we do it now or do we do it like in a couple of laps?
Do it on the long straights, all the big long straights.
Oh, then I've got to manage it.
Oh, wow,
Well-
it's not as if you're playing motorsport management, is it?
Yeah, it's not like the
Jeez
game's
fucking
about
Louise.
managing things.
I'm managing
Fucking
things
hell.
perfectly. I'm
What a
managing.
lazy piece of fucking shit.
That's why he's got
Like,
us.
seriously.
That's why he's got us as
Straight.
co.
I have the
managers.
right mind to come round your house and slap you around the face.
Straight fight. Or is this,
Unbelievable.
Is this fight 2? Is it happening? Is it the rematch?
No, it'll happen when you least
Spike
expect
2,
it.
Electric Boogaloo.
And it'll happen when you least expect it.
I
In the
don't
middle of the
fancy
night.
the. I don't fancy.
What if I
the-
told you I'm behind you right now?
I don't want to turn around just in case you are.
I'm actually talking on Discord on my mobile.
I don't want to run the risk of pitting for a soft tyre because right now we're in a position with Hamilton where we could get second place. Yeah, with Grosjean we could pit, but nah.
He's been overtaken by Russell Grosjean.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Will you pit him to fix his stuff if he gets overtaken by the other two?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Not.
Oh, Ocon's had to pit. Ocon couldn't make it to the end of the race.
I'm not entirely certain we will.
We are going to make it to the end of the race.
hope so.
Oh, Hamilton's tyres. Oh,
Those tyres are looking worn.
We're going to make it to the end of the race. Chill. It's fine.
Okay.
Listen, I've turned his tyres down. We're going to make it. Because if Hamilton can't make it, that means Leclerc can't make it. Because we pitted on
maybe you've been pushing tyres too hard.
Leclerc's
He might
strategy?
conserve them.
It's fine. It's
What's
fine.
Leclerc's strategy right now?
Medium.
Okay.
Leclerc also does have
I'm not gonna lie.
47 seconds on us.
You know what I think? I think they may have managed their tyres better.
I was on neutral for a long time.
Yes, you were, but...
I started pushing to try and
Oh,
hold
look, it's
Verstappen back.
Oh, look, it's Verstappen. He wants his
There's
second.
Verstappen.
He wants his P2 position on his pressure tyres.
Listen, I'm doing what I can.
I'm doing the best I can. I think you're right, though. I don't think Stroll will overtake Latifi.
Yeah, Sainz was in the pit again. Sainz down to 16th. It's not been good for Sainz. Not been good at all.
Been good for Stroll.
Yes, Stroll has had a worse... Hey,
That gap.
What lap is Stroll on? What lap's he on? He's on lap 27!
26.
I don't think he's going to make it. Perez in the pits.
Interesting. Well, Verstappen score right on our ass cheeks.
I am
Yep,
aware.
he's coming.
I am aware.
Oh, he's
Those
about to
tyres
take
are
his
not-
P2.
His tyres are about to pop.
Problem
Going
is,
for the overtake. He's gonna get it.
problem is Casty's
Gonna get it,
right
there we go.
behind.
Yep.
It's right behind. Oh shit!
We're gonna lose our podium.
We're going to lose podium because Casty's right there. I'm having flashbacks to that one race in the USA where we ran out
Yeah,
of fuel.
it's the USA. It's the USA, but instead of fuel, it's tyres.
Yeah, Simon's
Simon's gambling
quite
with the
stubborn.
tyres.
Instead of the fuel this time.
He was like, all the money on the tyres.
In my defence, Leclerc had to pit. I just saw Leclerc pit.
Yeah, but we'll never catch up to him regardless.
Yes, can we also just point out our car is the 9th fastest and we're battling for 4th?
Yeah. We've pointed it out, but we're still looking at those tyres thinking, ooh.
Yeah,
I
I
don't know.
We
understand.
don't want near finishes. We want finishes. Son.
Yeah.
We want podiums.
Don't forget that the fuel situation
Me and
happened
Mike
at the
are like
last...
2/3 of this person.
I am
Therefore,
aware.
we 2/3 of us wants podiums.
Yeah,
I
full
also want
Wallace's eyebrows are
podiums.
full tilt downwards.
Listen, I also want podiums. I 100% agree that I want podiums.
Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but yeah, I can see what's about to happen,
Listen,
and you're not going to like it
I
because
have pushed.
I
I
might
have
have
pushed
I might
hard.
have just blagged it. I've blagged it out. Oh,
I have
Yeah.
pushed hard
That's
and
right,
done
this
what I
is
can to keep us in this position.
I like how Mike thought that was the end of the race.
to be fair, to be fair though, I didn't realise that.
Oh god.
I didn't realise that Leclerc had just started at that lap at the time. I just saw 57 out of 57.
that's great.
I didn't realise he clocked over.
So adamant. Oh,
Push the fuel up. Push the fuel up. Oh, too late. There he goes. Goodbye,
There you go.
podium. It was nice knowing you. Come on. Come on. Oh, come on. No, he's gone.
He's gone.
Sorry, Corin. I saw it coming as well.
Those tyres are gone.
Those
Like,
tyres are
those are like.
fucked us. On the
Still,
brighter note, Verstappen ran wide.
4th place.
Could have had a podium.
Yes,
We could have had it.
but 4th place.
He bet all on the tyres.
Admittedly, though, I will give him this. The tyres didn't go.
They didn't go pop.
They didn't go pop. But
We've still
bloody
got
well
fourth
close
So
to
place.
it.
I don't know if they can go pop.
Confirmed Stroll did not overtake Latifi either.
Nope.
Stroll couldn't even beat 2 fresh cars.
It could have been 2nd. Yes, it could have been. I will still take 4th. it's still like circumstances considered. It is
We're in
still
third.
an
We took one step
exceptional
forward.
result.
We took one step forward and took 2 steps back.
It's our best result of the season.
I know, but it's
It was
it's just
podium.
it's the taste of possibility that I can feel on the tip of my tongue that's being yanked cruelly away from my mouth.
Yeah, that's kind of what motor racing is. It does that.
It turns me to drink, Simon.
And listen, we got those tyres to last. Those tyres lasted
I mean, don't get me wrong.
32 laps.
Don't get me wrong. I will give you that. But I don't know.
They pitted on
I feel
lap
like-
39. We pitted.
I feel like if push comes to shove, if we did pit again for like soft tires at say lap 50 or so, we probably would have clawed those positions we lost back.
Don't think we would have done.
I don't know.
I mean, we will never know. That's the thing. We will never know.
I mean, we could know if we reload now. No, I'm joking.
Absolutely not. No way. I'm happy with 4th place.
Oh, it's a decent result.
Don't get me wrong, I would have been happier for a podium, but 4th place is still brilliant because Alfa Romeo got no points, meaning we've overtaken them in the championship, and Hamilton moves up to 7th in the drivers. And we pull 8 points clear of Alfa Romeo. Very, very good.
Oh.
This is a
Grosjean
quack.
has a-
He has an awesome helmet, and it clearly helped in Composite Racing Grand Prix get a few points today. Grosjean
He didn't get points.
Grosjean didn't get points. It was all Lewis. Also, Grosjean finished, by the way. Grosjean made it
Well done.
because I believed.
That you did. Where did he finish, mind you? Was
Oh,
it
like 19th, but.
Yeah, and he was ahead of 2 others, I think.
Yeah. His morale's gone up. All his other stats have gone down, granted. Top 5 result plus marketability. Disappointing race minus marketability. You know.
God damn it.
But hey, we
Yeah,
hit
only
both
200,000.
objectives. We hit
Oh, we did.
both objectives. I don't
So
think
that
we've
means we only lost.
like
a couple of
300k.
grand.
I don't think we've ever done that.
No, we haven't. It's been a rather productive stream, I'd say.
A very good German Grand Prix. I'm not going to lie. Didn't have our hopes coming into it, but it's worked out all right. You know, I've pointed out slow progress because that's what we're doing. We're making slow progress, but we're now on a bit of a run of form. You know, Hamilton has now got 4 points finishes to his name, 3 more than Carlos Sainz, who got a podium in Australia, and then since then has just dive bombed.
Mm-hmm.
It's looking very tasty at the top of the championship, though. Very tasty. Also, Verstappen's second place of the season. I find it very interesting that him and Cassidy both didn't get points in the first race, and then since then they haven't been off the podium. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Well, let's have a little look. Yeah, good, awesome, grand. I will accept this interview. After his win today, we wondered if you had any thoughts on Charles Leclerc. He's an interesting driver and anything can happen in motorsport. Not going to try and get the buttered up part, because as we've established...
Don't fucking work.
Exactly. Exactly.
Was
All
that
right.
pick through?
Sweet.
Oh, those 2 rear tyres are looking quite.
Quite worn
burnt.
out. Yeah, no, we'll switch them out. We'll switch them out now. You can switch for you. And have we got anyone else that's got good tyre change? We've got a 17.
We've got a couple of
17,
18s and a
75.
16.
And then we're also going to swap this guy out as well, just to get a bit better stamina. Oh, we need a new rear jack, which is you. Lovely. You're burnt out. Well, you know what that means. Into the blender with you. See you later. Okay. Sponsors-wise, we've got 3 races left on GoDaddy. And we've got 3 races left on Nintendo. So 3 races. Ardennes looks like it's going to be wet in the race, so that could be a good one for us.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. Very good. Okay. Well, I'd like to thank everyone for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed and comment any feedback down below. Subscribe and enable those notifications to be kept up to date with the content that comes to the channel. Also, check out the description box. We have Twitter, we have Discord, and we have the team channel where we post. Gonna try and be a little bit more active in the Discord. I posted in general recently about some Yu-Gi-Oh! Pop vinyls that are coming out, so I'll be looking to get those. And yeah, just try and post a little bit and be a bit more active in there. Gentlemen, after the German Grand Prix, do you have any final closing words and or thoughts?
Yeah, this is good, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ, he's going to get us cancelled again.
Hey, goodbye.
Going to offend the German audience again.
To be fair, they're easily offended.
Well, most Germans I've met tend to have a stiff upper lip, old boy.
What, are they British?
Yes.
My God.
They're Anglo-Saxon.
In all fairness,
That is
in
true.
Germany, they do speak quite very well English.
I know.
Yeah,
Better than
when I've
they.
been over
They're
there
better than
before.
us, that's for sure.
I
Yeah,
like
I've started to realise that we are the baddies.
Oh, we definitely are. Like not
We absolutely are.
a
There's-
like a German that speaks English well. Like I really enjoy the German accent when it's like good English. Like it comes across very svelte.
Oh.
I like it. It's one of my
think
favourite
so.
accents to speak the English language. Lee, anything from you?
No, but yeah, we probably will have content coming now that I know stuff works.
Hooray!
You know.
I'm excited. I'm
Yeah,
excited.
it's great.
for this.
I've done some quick testing while you were streaming. I'm going to be honest. I watched a bit. I got excited for the first few laps of the race. And then I was like, okay, I see where this is going. Then I went to testing. See, I only have so many hours to test in one day.
Oh, of course, yeah. We've only got we've only got so many hours. Like, there's only so many hours in a day. I appreciate the multitasking because especially if it means future content, and if it's the future content, we're gonna have to get together and have a creative meeting, and I'm excited for that.
We haven't had a creative meeting for a long time now, I feel like.
No,
I feel like
we
it's time to do one soonish.
I agree. So we will do that. Once again, thank you everyone for watching. We'll be back with more Motorsport Manager next week. On tomorrow, we'll be live with XCOM 2 War of the Chosen hard mode. That is my modded playthrough. I'll be here. Don't know about you two. Will
I should be here.
Lee will be here.
I shall Saturday. Yeah, I shall be there.
Splendiferous.
Also, I feel like now that we're talking about things, I should point out next Wednesday. I'm not 100% certain I will be there. I'll let you know by the next stream.
Not a problem.
Oh, unbelievable.
I can't
Painful.
say anything.
Look.
My stream
Basically,
schedule recently has been bad.
I've been served notice to go and be the exhibit in the zoo. So you know.
Of course. Yep. Understand.
I mean, it was funny the second, like, 3 times, mate. Be
Look.
original now. Come on.
Look,
Come on. Come up with something more creative. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm working as a zookeeper.
And on that bombshell, it's time to end. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.
Bye.